Didn't do 11, 11 with Jenna. 11, 11. Right now. That's pretty. Jenna, it's 11, 11. Who you gonna call right now? So the starting Zoom, I should have taken photos of all those starting when the Zoom goes to Facebook. There's like this captured moment, and today's was really bad, like that kind of thing. But hello, my name is Jenna. This is 11:11 Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week, and it was 11:11 when I started, but you know, girls get to chatting and all that stuff. And Julie Luce likes 11:11 with Jenna. Hey, William D. Hey, Ginger Flower. How are you, beauty? I'm so excited about tonight because it's been needing to happen for like 3 weeks. And then I went to Telluride. And then I was still in Telluride. And then I was in somewhere. And then I forget what happened last week. Was I in Telluride still? I might have been in Telluride. I was in Telluride, I think. And then I was in Cleveland this weekend with Dave and Ruth Love. I know. So cool. So cool. So fun to see them. And it's Tuesday morning. What did we do? This morning we made a smoothie. I still have some. I was going to drink the rest of it. Lynette! When are you going to come back and show us some rocks, girl? I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yesterday. I was. And then I open up Facebook and there's this lion. This big, beautiful rock of a lion. Lion of a rock. Wow, Lynette. Wow. Hey, Patty. Hey, Patty Loman. And today was a good day. My brother helped me make a box, and I had to box up this bed that I bought. It comes in 3, and it folds up, and then it's supposed to unfold, and the one part of it was this big, and the other part of it was this big, and the part in the middle was like this big. So it kind of made a thing. And I took it into the UPS to take it back to that place where you buy stuff from sometimes, which I don't really like to do, but sometimes it's just easier to do it. So I did it. And they said, well, it's going to be $50 for the box. Free shipping, but $50 for the box. I'm like, I don't think so. Yeah, it's $50 for the box. So I called Amazon. They were like, oh, yeah, $50 for the box. But, so my brother got some cardboard, and I got some cardboard. And I got some tape. Thanks, Mama Grace. I owe you mailing tape. I owe her a thing of mailing tape. Maybe 2. It took about 2 things of mailing tape. We made our own box. And then I carried it into the store. And they took it. And I met this really cool woman today. Her mother was a fashion model in New York City in the 70s. So she's going to be on the show. The mother is going to be on the show. But tomorrow morning, we'll do a little walk or not. And then tomorrow night, Pat Moriarty. Yes. He's an incredible artist. He does these really cool comics, and he's done magazine covers and album covers and t-shirts and groovy stuff, and he's friends with Buzzy, and he's friends with Zeno, and he's going to be here tomorrow night. And then Thursday morning, Michael Keel, and Thursday night, I don't know. And Friday morning, Mondo Memories. Mondo is just doing so well, you guys. Keep the energy, keep the love, keep the light, keep the prayers, whatever it is that you're doing. Continue, please. And then that's Friday morning, Mondo Memories, and Friday night, Display and Share. Patty Loman, are you there? And then Saturday morning, Jeff Metzger, and Saturday night, Gary Lambert. Wait, I forgot. Saturday night, I'm going to be with Gary Lambert. I forgot. We haven't talked yet, but it's happening. Saturday, I will be with Gary in Illinois. And Sunday morning, I probably will be in the car. And Sunday night, I will be home. And I don't know what we're going to do. Lynette, can you be on the show Sunday night and show us some rocks? Hey, Michael Horn. You guys remember Michael from Santa Cruz? But you met him in New Orleans? Dude! Are you going to Monterey? Do you do Monterey? I'm going to be in Monterey starting on that Thursday. That Monterey Jazz Festival starts through Monday. So if you're around, let me know. And that's Sunday night. What do you guys... Michael Horn, can you be on the show Sunday night? When can you be on? I don't know. Lynette probably has to work, but Sunday night, Tuesday night. Yes, what? Yes, you're going to Monterey? Yes, you can be on the show? You don't have enough done to show yet. Okay. Michael, what's your yes to? Michael, what's your yes? Michael Horn. You guys, so cool. You've met Michael. When you see him, you're going to go, oh, I remember that guy. He's cool. He and Jenna and a bunch of other people were looking around for food one night in New Orleans. Speaking of food in New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen, and where'd she go? She gone. Where'd she go? She gone. Who you gonna call right now? Gina Melita. Go, girl. Go, girl. Woo! Right now. I think you guys met. Who you gonna call right now? Chef Gina Melita in the house, everybody.
What's up?
There you go. What's going on, girl?
Well, just another day in paradise.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
So the last time I was with my friend Michael Horn and a group of his friends from New Orleans was we were there second weekend of Jazz Fest, and Sunday night we walked from the International House basically through the quarter down to Frenchman Street.
Right.
And we ended up eating vegan hot dogs.
Sounds amazing.
They were good.
There are worse things to do.
It took a while to get there, but...
Yeah, the quarter is larger than you think. But, when you're looking at all the things to do, it's pretty cool. It's larger than you think. You think you're, 5 blocks, but it's a long, probably 15, 20 blocks. Bigger.
Yeah, we don't do the... We were on our way. We were going to a show at House of Blues.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then they put you through the x-ray machine.
Today.
And one of the people we were with had her life in her bag,
Right, yeah.
Like the backpack purse. You can't take those things in anywhere anymore.
You can't. I did not know that they did that at the House of Blues.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Wear your little, the purse that holds the...
I call it the Saints purse, because when you go to a football game, it's got to be clear.
Clear.
And small.
You have to have a clear bag.
Unless you're a dude. And then you can load up your cargo pants full of everything and they don't even give a shit. Trust me. I'm not kidding. It's true. I was like, my husband, I cannot take these things into the Superdome with me, but can you put all of my worthy things into your pockets? He said, yes. And I stashed my purse in a shrub outside of the Superdome. I did. True story. And he got in. Everything that was in my purse, he put in his pockets. And my actual purse, I stuffed under a shrub. And it was all good. But I as a woman, can't carry a bag. But he can have pockets for days. And he's like, what's up? So
I'm a big dude.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So what did you make for lunch today?
Oh, what a great question. Okay, so today our lunch at school, because I work for a dining company and we feed the kids at a high school.
She's the hottest lunch lady you're ever gonna meet. Let me just say.
That's right, girl. All right, so we did a Korean bulgogi pork,
What?
right?
What? In school? What?
Yeah, yeah, we 100% did, and we marinate it for like 2 days, and then roast it really slow.
What is a Korean?
Well, it's got a lot of good spices on it, like a lot of ginger, and I buy this Korean chili paste called gochujang or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Go today.
I'm not kidding. And I buy it through our specialty provider, and we marinate the pork. We slow cook it 2 days in advance, and we served today. And we did it with some really nice rice and some broccoli, and we also had a vegetarian entree, which was uh you're gonna laugh, but it's really delicious, like a red curry roasted tofu with peppers. I mean, you won't laugh, Jenna, but other people will. They're like, how does this happen in high schools? Well, we've been doing it for so long now that they actually trust our tofu. They're like, this is actually delicious.
Michael
So
Keel says, I want to go to school there.
it's really good. It really is. And so that's what we did. That was on the main thing. The other station, that we have a couple stations, the other station was like chicken tenders and French fries. All right. So let's not get too excited. We sold like 250 chicken tenders and French fries, but maybe 90 of the pork and broccoli, maybe some tofu, whatever. But the fact is, we offer the selection, so the people that want to have the eclectic stuff, they have it, and everybody else who wants chicken tenders and French fries, they got that too. So that's what we serve today.
How
And
much
then of
ketchup
course
do you
just
go
some
through in
cold
one
stuff,
day?
like cool. What's that? I'm sorry.
How much ketchup would you go through today?
Oh my God. So we measure ketchup in 1.5 gallon containers, because we have like these, they're called bladders,
Uh-huh.
right? They're bladders, plastic bags with a little tiny spot that you like puncture, and then you get ketchup. So we probably go through like 5 gallons of ketchup a week, and maybe 2 gallons of barbecue sauce served the same way a week, and untold amounts of ranch dressing.
Because they put ranch on everything.
Well, we offer it in little packets, but I try to do less of that because it's so wasteful. But I do offer it with the condiments like mustard, mayonnaise, ranch as a condiment. But we offer it at the salad bar because they have a massive salad bar. So we have like, we make our own ranch. Well, Sage makes her own ranch. I mean, I buy it now. Used to make it. Now they standardize the recipe. Thank God I can buy it by the gallon. Same recipe.
Is it in a bladder also?
Was that? No, that comes in a jug, in a jar.
So you got
jugs,
jars,
so, but
bladders.
it's still clean label. No more than like, so many ingredients, no preservatives, very natural, very perishable. It's the same as if I made it myself, but thank God the company I work for has standardized it, so I don't have to make it every day. And I could just buy it, and it's like it's food service. It's food service. It has to be in large quantities when you're feeding massive amounts of people. Gone are the days of little tiny bowls. But it's high school. But we do offer things that are unique and wonderful, and sometimes.
What about desserts?
Well, I'm glad you asked about that, because the truth is that kids love dessert, and I am going to elevate that more, because you know what? We used to be able to do things like cakes and brownies and this and that, but I'm understaffed. I mean, I'm working on it. We're getting staff. I'm just waiting for background checks. Everything's slow. But we have like, we bake our own chocolate chip cookies every day.
Every day.
And we do chocolate pudding. We do vanilla pudding with like stuff in it.
Are they baked fresh, or you slice them from something, or what?
Well, we buy David's cookies, also clean label. We buy David's cookies, and they're like cookie dough that are this big, and you put them on a sheet pan, and then you bake them. And we go through about 150 of those a day. And that's one thing. And then we do puddings, which we buy pudding, but it's really good. Again, not too many, there's no real
Are they in
serious
a bladder?
preservatives in it.
What
What's
else is
that?
in a bladder? I'm curious what else comes in a bladder.
um muffin muffin batter comes in a
Muffin batter
bladder.
comes in
A
a
lot of
bladder?
stuff comes in. Jenna, I do not have enough time on your show tonight to tell you what comes in a plastic bag, because the truth is that it's malleable and it's a lot less to I mean, you have things like soups and stews. We don't buy this stuff, but if you want to know what comes in a bladder, that's enough. That's like the offline shit.
That's not
But
okay.
we buy very little in a bladder, only certain things. But there's a lot out there. You'd be surprised.
There's a lot you could order that comes in a bladder.
Honestly, the company I work for is very limited. They limit us and what we can order ahead of time. That's like pre-processed.
So
They
you
vet
have to make a
everything.
lot of your own food.
Oh, we that's part of the company's called Sage Dining. That's part of our, what we take pride in is that we don't pre-make things. We buy everything as close to fresh as we can, and we make everything from scratch when we can. And I have a very tiny, I mean, my kitchen was built in 1962, so I mean, it was very tiny. Is I mean, I go to some other kitchens, they're amazing. So, we don't have the same kind of equipment that a lot of our kitchens do. So we have to buy things like little pucks. It's fine, of cookies. We tell you what, those cookies are delicious.
Oh, I bet they are.
David's cookies, David Lederman, his cookies, amazing. Yeah. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, we do everything we can as close to fresh and scratch as possible. That's part of that's what we sell.
Korean thing that you made today. Someone that
oh my god, that pork!
Pork was ready to have some pork tonight.
I'll put that pork up against anybody else's. We do carnitas the same way. We start with the same pork. We start with pork shoulder. That's what we do. Pork shoulder. We marinate it for a day. We roast it for a day. We clean it off, make sure there's not a lot of fat in it, and then we serve it the next day. It's a 3-day process for everything. I mean, I'm a chef old school. I'm like, think ahead. We don't buy stuff pre-made. Anyway, I'm very proud of what I do, and I'm very proud of my kitchen and what we do, what we have. And I don't want to clog up all your airways without that, but I'm very proud.
Do you make breakfast?
School food. School food is not what it used to be, not with Sage Dining.
No. Do you make breakfast?
Oh yeah, we do a full breakfast every day. Yeah. We have again, Pillsbury product, but delicious. Biscuits. We do Jimmy Dean sausages, only Jimmy Dean, like links and patties. So biscuits, sausage, grits, and homemade oatmeal every day. Not too sweet, because I'm on my chef on that every day. Don't put too much sugar in it. Like, we have things to sweeten it up with if they want to. So homemade grits and oatmeal, French toast, muffins from a local bakery, muffins that we bake ourselves, and a Pillsbury product, but delicious. We bake them every day ourselves. Croissant sandwiches with bacon, eggs. We scramble our own eggs, do it every day. I mean, to order pretty much. So croissant sandwiches with eggs, bacon, and cheese. English muffin sandwiches. What else for breakfast? That's a lot. Every day we do that until 11 in the morning. We do that. Well, 10:30.
Really?
Yeah, we offer breakfast all morning long because we can, and then we break it all down. And then we make lunch, because you know what? If you can't sell it if it's not there. And people have study halls, and teachers are like, if anybody wants to go down to the cafeteria, they can go get something to eat. Maybe they showed up a little late. Maybe they didn't have time for breakfast. Maybe they were studying or had a test, and they're hungry, and they come down. You'd be surprised. I mean, you'd be surprised how many kids just are so grateful to be able to come down and just get, oh my God, there's some biscuits left. There's something left. So we leave it out there until 10:30 in the morning. And then we wrap it up, and you'd be surprised. I have my ear to our community's needs, and they're like, we need more food longer. I'm like, got you. Doesn't have to be a lot, a couple things out there. Yeah. It's
Do
all
you
about
do
that.
you serve snacks in the afternoon?
All day until
This is
3:30 in
like
the
a
afternoon.
cruise.
What's that?
This is like a cruise.
Oh yeah, all day. That's the point. 100%. Yeah, but they pay for it. It's not all included. See, that's what I was talking about. They have to pay for everything, but no, it's available. If you say to me, I want this, I'll be like, sure, give me like a minute. If you don't see it, give me like a minute. I will make that shit happen. Because
That's
it's
very
like a cruise, but it's not included in the cost.
What are the charges for the breakfast, the lunches, and the snacks?
Okay, so everything's we're retail, so it's like a retail shop, but we, you
Everything,
know,
like the pork that you did is retail.
well, yes, absolutely. So for the most part, like things like a bag of chips, like $1.60. Like a bag of chips, like a 1.5 ounce bag of like any chip from Lay's is like $1.60. So sour cream and onion, da, 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 da. Things like Gardettos, like $2. Breakfast, if you're looking at a biscuit, it's like $1.25 for a biscuit. Biscuit and sausage, gonna be like $2. Grits, $1.50. Oatmeal, $1.50. Like pre-Katrina prices, pretty much, but it's still money. Lunch, our lunch, you just get lunch without a whole lot else, like $5.75.
Lunch is five seventy
And then
five.
if you put other things on there, if you get chicken tenders, $5.25, because chicken is suddenly all of a sudden expensive, like crazy, stupid expensive. I used to spend $40. This time last year, I spent $40 on a 40-pound case of chicken breast or chicken thighs. Chicken thighs were like 40, maybe $38. Chicken breast was 40. Now they're $140. Yes, $140. We have to raise prices a little bit. I mean, like I never felt like I was gouging people, but now I'm like, I have to stay alive.
Sorry, it's $9 for the chicken tenders.
No, it's $7.25. No, it's actually $5.75 for tenders, $7.25 for a combo with fries. Fries are $2.85
So cute.
alone. And so if your kid wants to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's going to be about $12 a day. Yeah.
And do they do a? Is there like a swiping card?
It's a debit process where the parents put money on the account. They can give me a check. They can do it online, whatever. And then the student comes by. They scan their ID card, and yeah, it's very easy, very easy. And it's honestly, it's cheaper than going to like Panera or Starbucks and buying food for your kid, or even the grocery store, unless you're actually giving your kid leftovers from the previous dinner, which is always going to be cheaper. If they want something fresh and hot, like made today for under $6, for a meal, I mean, you can't, it's a deal, and it's fresh. I make sure it's good too, because I mean, I eat that shit every day. I do.
Hey, Michael. So, what do you think? What what would be an entree that's the least expensive and nutritiously dense to eat
It's
at
a lot
home?
of answers to that. That's a
At
great
home.
question. So what's funny is we have I would say, okay, least expensive, most nutritionally dense. Probably I would go with, if we're running something like a chicken breast, like we did on Friday, like a chicken breast that's like herb roasted. If you get the chicken breast and a side vegetable, it will be like $6.25. And it's a good portion with vegetables. Or soups. I usually charge $3.75 for soups. I mean, we make all of our soups from scratch. Nothing comes in a can or a box or anything else. Nothing. We fresh every day. So a clean soup. We do a lot of cream soups, but we balance it out for the week. We can't have 3 days with the cream soup and 2 days with a broth soup. It has to be the other way around. So like chicken noodle soup, honestly, chicken noodle soup, $3.75. You got celery, onions, carrots, vegetables, chicken breast, real broth. That would be a wonderful thing. And you can get a combo with like a half of a sandwich for like $4.50. Yeah. I'd say that's probably it. And if you pick a sandwich, it's like a half sandwich, it's like a wrap, like a chicken Caesar wrap. Yeah, I would say that is probably the most nutrient dense. Not the lowest calories, but the most nutrient dense. I'd say like a wrap and a clear soup would probably be the best way to go. Um, yeah, we track nutrient density. Like, I mean, honestly, everything on the menu, when you look at when we have digital line signs for the menu, everything, I'm so glad you asked that because nutrient density is a real thing. Um, uh, we track every single item on the menu by nutrient density. And if it has a dark green dot, it means it's nutrient dense. It goes, we have 3 stages. It's like dark, medium, and light. If it's light, it means not so nutrient dense. Enjoy this from time to time, but it's not gonna, really, really be good for you. It's fine. You eat whatever you want, but if you're looking for nutrient dense, go for the dark green dots. And we're required, as someone who writes the menus, we're required to have a positive balance of more nutrient dense foods, or they won't approve our menus. So you have a legion of dietitians that like we go back and forth with about what our community wants versus what we're writing menus for versus what we're required to have. It's a process. It's not just like I'm gonna cook whatever I want today. Those days are over. And that's why we're the fucking most badass company out there. Same, put that out there. Sorry, I love where I work and I love what I do. If it isn't obvious.
So how far out do you plan your meals? Like you have to
So that's a
send
great
them in
question
so
too.
that they
Like
can okay everything.
we have a menu that I write a menu, and it's a 4-week menu. So we write a 4-week menu, and then we repeat that 3 times. I generally do a 12-week cycle. So it's actually called a 4-week cycle menu over 12 weeks. So today, what we had today on the menu will be the same 4 weeks from now, another month. So we do 3 months at a time, and that we fill up the entire school year. So I do 12 weeks, 12 weeks, 12 weeks. It pretty much fills up the school year. Yeah. So we change so people don't get bored, and we don't really repeat items. I don't repeat entree items for the most part, except for, really popular stuff like pizza. I might make it twice a month, maybe 3 times a month. Tacos, like a lot. Chicken tenders and French fries. But that's not the whole meal. That's only one station. That's the fun station. Then we have the main station, like the meat and 3 station, which is never repeats over 4 weeks. So people don't get bored. There's always something really good there. Like yesterday was spaghetti and meatballs. I mean, everybody loves that, but we won't say that again for 4 weeks. But chicken tenders, yeah, we'll see that again on Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. It's a balance,
And gluten-free?
We always have gluten-free options. It's also part of the filters. We always have to have that. As a matter of fact, my menu gets kicked back if I don't have gluten-free options. We offer an extensive salad bar every day, which has a lot of gluten-free options, but I always do gluten-free pizzas. What's also interesting is that our entire menu is analyzed by our dietitians, and you can go into our menus. You can go to it right now and look at our menu and filter for allergens.
Wow.
All top 12 allergens. Oh my God, I should know this by heart by now. Wheat, gluten, fish, shellfish, sesame, mustard, egg, milk, dairy, blah, 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 all that. You get a filter for all those things and see what you can eat. And if our dietitians, when I submit my menu, if our dietitians don't see something that's inclusive for our community, they're like, you need more wheat-free options. You need more dairy-free options. Why don't you have these options available? Have you thought about this? And I mean, it's a big process, and it's really terrific because it makes sure that our community is taken care of, that it's inclusive, that people who our students who go to the dining room don't feel like they're being left out. They know what to eat. They know what they can eat. And you have no idea what I'm trying to do. I'm also sending out surveys to our community. Our parents are tell me about your kids eating. I want to know more so I can custom make the menu. It's very important. It's real. Yeah. And it's all supported by the company I work for. I love it.
How long have you worked for them?
I'll be 5 years in October.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's not the school that your son goes to.
No, it's not. I work at a all girls Catholic high school. My son goes to a public school, uh, all genders.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
genders.
A lot of genders. All for it.
Okay, so in my refrigerator right now, I looked before. I have kale,
Okay.
celery,
I'm gonna make notes. Kale. Keep going.
hummus.
Okay.
Let me see what else I have. I have garlic and onions.
Always.
Oh, I have black raspberries.
Raspberries. Got you. So what's the difference between a black raspberry and like a blackberry?
I meant to say raspberries, and I have blackberries, and I have some multicolored peppers.
Ooh, peppers. All right. So,
And then I have quinoa or whatever, that kind of stuff.
right. Girl, all I can say is that you're looking at a really nice little dipping tray. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There's not a lot to cook. I mean, kale salad, little celery with your hummus and your peppers, and then like grazing, that Mediterranean grazing thing. I mean, I mean, you don't have to cook any of that. You can all that raw.
Anything
so
you
delicious.
can do with kale or with with help me. Is there anything you can do with hummus? Did you make a sauce with it?
Sure, you can make a dressing with it. Yeah, I mean, honestly though, I mean, I have not yet tried, but I'm totally open to the idea. I think you could. I don't know why you would. I mean, you might. I love hummus just as it is. To me, that's like simplicity. Like, don't gild the lily. Like, why would you force a size 10 shoe into a size 8? A size 10 foot into a size 8 shoe.
Well, maybe
if you want to cook hummus, you do it and tell me how you feel about it.
What if I had pasta and
thousands of years
hummus, pasta and hummus at my house?
And then I would have a bowl of pasta, and then I would eat the hummus with the veggies. You know what? Not everything has to be put together. I'm a staunch believer in that. Like, eat the pasta, have the hummus. Why do you have to combine them? Why?
I thought you were going to tell me something, because I did learn something about the garbanzo water.
Yeah, bean water, man, always very nutritious. Boil your pasta in the bean water for sure.
Boil your pasta in the bean water.
Yeah.
But also with garbanzo water, you can make meringue.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, terrific. You know something I don't know. That's great. So make meringue. I love that. Do it. Oh, because when you okay, hold up.
Holding it.
When you boil garbanzos, you get the spooge at the top. You saying that's gonna be your meringue?
No,
Good
you
luck.
take the
All
water.
the sugar in the world ain't gonna make that shit taste good. I'm sorry.
No, you take
Really?
the water and then you beat it.
Okay. I'm expecting a YouTube video on this because I want to be schooled. Because I'm tell you what, I work in a lot of restaurants. I've cooked a lot of garbanzo beans. I've always seen the spooge. We take it off, we throw it in the garbage. It's like the shit you find on the bottom of your shoe. Are you serious? Okay, I'm open to ideas. I just suddenly got all like, wait, you're talking about the froth that comes up from garbanzo beans? That's like
Oh, it's vegan meringue.
That's like the shit that comes up from like a pork butt when you boil it. It's like, yeah, it's just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's good for you. I'm sorry, but I'm putting it out there right now. That shit is like that's the shit that you okay. As a classically trained chef, all right, when you make chicken stock, you peel off the top of it, and it's called dépoulage. Okay, and you take off the dépoulage. That's it, and it's called you take it out, you throw it in the garbage. It's the same thing. It's vegan. You have to vegan dépoulage. It's like you have to take off the.
Did you get a message from me?
It's not good. It's not good. I mean, unless you add enough. Look, here's my take on it. You add enough sugar to anything, it's going to taste good. You want to make, you don't want eggs, you want to make vegan whites or whatever it is. What did you say? Like the thing that's stuff, the whites and it's sugary and you eat it. Go for it. Tell me how it is. I'm sure it'd be delicious. It's all poison. Mind blown. Go for it.
So excited.
Go for it. I want to know how it is.
I blew your mind. They're good.
Terrific.
No, it's not about the rising of the stuff. If you took the water from a can of garbanzo beans, you blend it with cream of tartar.
Oh, girl. Okay. All right. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I sent you a link.
I know. I just saw it, but I can't do both at one time.
I know.
I'm either with you or without. I'm gonna look it up. I'll tell you what, though. Okay. You blending garbanzo beans? Because I thought you were talking about the shit that comes out when you boil it.
No, not the scum part. You
right.
You take the garbanzo beans and you drain them, and what comes out of the juice of the garbanzo bean.
Yeah, and then you boil it.
No, you don't boil it. You blend it. You whip it with cream of tartar and sugar, and you make meringue.
Okay, all right. I'll try it. All right. I'm sorry. I got a little. I've seen that shit. They're like, what is that? Like,
thing, it wasn't even about the scum. I had no discussion about the decollage.
That's okay.
I love
All right. Well, good. Thank you for not doing that. That makes me feel better.
No,
I'm worried about you. Like, she's eating sugary scum. Jenna is eating sugary scum. No, it's okay. Good. I'm glad you're not. That makes me feel better. Yay. Well, I'm nothing if not entertaining. Right.
We were going to talk about something, and I can't remember what it was we were going to make, and then I know.
Oh, you had something in your refrigerator. No, we talked about it, but we didn't really get there because time got short. I don't know. It was like weeks ago. Feels like in my mind.
It was. There was something that we were going to discuss on the show. Does anybody have any food questions?
Yeah, here I am. And I promise I won't be judgy like I was with Jenna, but we're friends, so. No.
Our next episode, Cooking with Scum. Anyone, seriously, you guys have, I would be grossed out. I would never eat the scum off of anything.
Okay, good. All right. Sorry,
but if anyone has any questions. What was
Come on, y'all. You got questions.
Was it polenta? It wasn't polenta.
We did have a whole idea too. It was all together. Yeah. It wasn't risotto. We've done that. It was. Was it? You had something that you were going to do something with?
We did.
Well.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a food question right now that I have.
Yeah. Anything you got. I'll do my best to answer it. I promise I won't be mean.
So, I don't like tomatoes.
I've heard that.
How could you
told me before and I still find it hard to imagine. It's okay.
How could you get me to eat tomatoes?
How could I get you to eat tomatoes? Okay. Here's how I could maybe consider this. Take a good tomato, slice it about a quarter, eighth of an inch thick. Hold on. Oh. Slice it like maybe an eighth of an inch thick, like not thick, maybe a quarter to an eighth, like tiny, like this big. And then lay them down, a little olive oil on a sheet pan, a cookie tray, and a little olive oil, a tiniest amount of salt and pepper ever, because it's going to concentrate. Put it into an oven. Okay, so you've turned on the oven, you've turned off the oven is warm, it's gonna get cold. Leave it in your oven overnight. And when you wake up in the morning, those tomatoes are gonna be all broke down and they're not gonna be necessarily dry, but they're gonna be like they're not gonna be like tomatoes, fresh. They're gonna be dry, depending on your oven strength and everything else. Then eat one and it will change the way you feel about tomatoes because they're kind of like tomato raisins. They concentrate all the flavors.
So and if you don't like those, a sun-dried tomato, but
oven-dried tomatoes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you don't like those and you really don't like tomatoes, another way you could like tomatoes is to make Well,
Tomato
let me think
jam.
about this for a second, because I think that's how I take shitty tomatoes and turn them into good tomatoes.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm talking about. You get a case of tomatoes, they're like, oh my God, they're like half green. You leave them at room temperature for like 2 days. They start to rot before they ripen. It's very common. You may not know this, but it's very common. So what do you do with them? Slice them, do the thing. Now you can use them and they're good. So how would I get you, if you don't like that, how would I get you to like tomatoes? I think that's like the number one thing.
Bye.
Yeah, see you soon.
See you.
My friend's girlfriend's leaving. So singing it. So how would I get you like tomatoes?
They're both really cute.
Okay. You could make fresh tomato paste where you take tomatoes and boil it down, cook it down. You try that.
Yeah.
And then use it in anything that takes tomatoes. So that's my thing. I'm saying oven dried. That's my answer, and I'm sticking with it.
I think the oven dried is something I would try.
Yeah. And you can put little, seasoning on it, but mostly you want to stay away from seasoning when you're concentrating at seasoning later. Sesame.
My grandfather used to do that with his onions. He had a hamburger, a bar, and he had a seasoned grill that he would slice Vidalia onions.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And
really?
lay them all on the grill and keep the grill on the flame like that much. And in the morning he'd come in and it would just be candy.
Candy. Yeah, onion candy. Same with tomatoes, same idea. So you know what I'm talking about. It changes it. It changes the very nature of the product. And when you're dealing with something, well, Vidalia onions, I mean, they're sweet anyway. Definitely candy. But
Now,
this is the way to take tomatoes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Have you ever had tomato wine?
No, I haven't. I've had garlic wine. I've had tomato vinegar. I've had tomato water. I've had tomato everything else, but never tomato wine. Is it good?
I would not try it, but my friend Bill.
Oh, I would totally try it.
It's really good.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it because tomatoes are fruit like grapes. I would think it would be kind of sweet. Because tomatoes in general are sweeter than your average wine grape. Wine grapes tend to be very, very bitter because any more sugar than they already have, they're gonna make upstate New York wine.
Right.
I was talking about.
No comment. I have had blueberry vodka.
Oh yeah, that's probably infused. Was it made from blueberries?
Yes, it's not infused.
Yes, I believe you. Yeah. But vodka, I mean, they have to take out all the good stuff, then add it back in. Technically. Cool,
so you
though.
get up really early in the morning.
Yeah, I get up at 4:30 every morning. Yeah.
Do you wake up and let's roll?
Yes, I'd say within 15 minutes I'm up and out, and I get out usually by 5:05. Yep. I get up, I make sure my face is clean, little makeup, because still a woman, still my thing. And then I, just a little bit, make sure I don't stink. I usually shower the night before. Sometimes I shower in the morning, depending on how much time I really have. And then put on my fucking boots and go to work. Yeah. Go, man.
I've seen you go to work. I don't want to keep you, but I would love for you
to... no, you're fine. It's fine. I'm good. I took a nap earlier knowing I would be on the show. So I napped before my Pilates class. So I did Pilates at 6:30. So I napped like 5 to 5:15. So I'm good.
Are you a performer or
Reformer. Yeah. It's killing me. I mean, I love it. I love it so much. It's killing me because it's expensive. Yeah, but it's so worth it.
For about 10 years and I loved it. And
I never knew it existed until about 4 months ago.
What? Really?
I don't get out much. I'm not even kidding. I really know. I thought it was still, everything was so matte Pilates. And then someone's like, red cord. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not doing that. And now I'm like, oh, then my doctor, I'm sure I've talked about this before, but for those folks who haven't been following, I went to my doctor. I have scoliosis, like pretty serious apparently. And I went to my doctor, I went to a doctor for the first time since I was 18, maybe 17, about my back, about 6 months ago. And he's like, yeah, no, you don't need to be doing anything except Pilates. That's it. Don't walk, don't run, don't ride a bike, don't row, for God's sake. He's like, just do this. So I'm like,
Don't
okay,
row.
so it's
Heavens no.
cheaper than surgery or physical therapy. So I make space for it and I have to, but honestly, if I could, I would get the unlimited plan every month and just go every day if I could. And I
Just be
probably
careful of your
will.
hips and your pelvis.
Yeah, I have to get
Really
readjusted on
careful.
a regular. I have to go like once a month to my physical therapist to get my hips readjusted because I'm like out of whack.
That's from Pilates.
Yeah, so I need Pilates to keep my core strength. So I'm looking forward to my next visit to my physical therapist because I'm hoping he tells me that I'm strong enough. I don't have to do that every month anymore. So it's a big thing. It's, working in kitchens since I was like 16 hasn't helped, because I'm constantly like, I'm the ant, I'm like too small to lift, but I do it anyway. Ooh, and so what I found out was I'm throwing all of my weight where I have the strength. Like, so my legs are doing things that my hips should be. My hips are doing things that my arms should be. My arms are doing things that like my core should be. It's not really in that order, but you know what I'm saying.
You know
It's just,
what I would think would be good for you? It's good for anybody, but for what you're describing, because your diaphragm is probably pulled back also. And so
yeah,
your
I have weird tilted hips and shit. Like it's
right, so
crazy.
your
Like
hips are going to
yeah,
be
yeah,
you
yeah. I
might
have a tilted
consider at
pelvis.
some
Like weird.
point investing in getting Rolfed.
Oh yeah, I've done that. I
And
have.
the 10 series.
I haven't done that. No,
It's
I haven't.
a
I'm
series of
open to anything as long as it doesn't make it worse.
it's a
I'm
series
good.
of 10 sessions with a Rolfer.
Oh yeah, I haven't
And
done that. No.
they can restruct, get your ribs up, get your curve back, I mean they can't, nobody can change scoliosis unless you have
No, of
surgery.
course. Yeah, but no, that's good
But
to know. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've looked into Rolfing. I mean, that was like New York in the 90s, I think, or something like
yeah,
that. Like
it's
it's been a
pretty
minute. And
powerful.
I honestly, that's great. Thank you for that
I'm
recommendation.
gonna and I have a really good body worker acupuncturist who moved, and yoga instructor who moved from Santa Barbara to New Orleans about 3 years ago.
Wow.
He's my friend Arturo, and I will turn him on to you. He's magnificent.
That'd be terrific. Yeah, yeah, definitely send me his information because I'm trying to, you know, I don't know, not become Quasimodo. That'd be really terrific.
He's incredible.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you, Jenna. That'd be great.
I'm gonna get it right now. Plus,
Yeah.
he's a sweet friend, and he and his um he and his partner.
Like right now, I'm standing up and I'm like, I feel myself going like this. And I'm like standing up and I have to like do the whole thing. Like, the spear through the spine, curving in the glutes, the whole thing. I mean, every day it's like that when I work. I feel myself going like this. And I'm like, oh, nope.
You rest on your right foot. You rest on your.
Thank you. I got it. That's awesome. Thank
That's
you.
Tell him I sent you. Tell him. Tell him.
Oh.
And he's very cool. And his hi Laura and his partner. She's a designer, clothing designer.
Oh, amazing! How wonderful.
And her family's originally from New Orleans, and they met in Santa Barbara. He was one of my earlier yoga. Well, when I did therapeutic yoga, I think about 10 or so years ago, and a training with him at White Lotus, and they're cool people.
Yay. Well, that's cool also because, my son is, I mean, not for nothing, but like my son is very into like designing clothes. Like that's his thing. That's what he's doing. He's a senior in high school.
That's right.
And he's like, we're gonna, use the piano that we have, the piano, get rid of the baby grand. He wants to turn the back room into his clothing studio. He
I
wants to
slept
study.
in the clothing studio.
You slept in the clothing studio. Yes, it's true. It's all true. So now
Yeah,
he's really into it, and I'm all for it. I mean, he's like, Mom, if I could just get this fabric tonight. He's like, Mom, if I could get this fabric, I could mass produce these shirts I'm making. I got the pattern. I could sell them.
What are the
so
shirts?
I'm like, I don't know, it's just like a cool little t-shirt kind of thing. But he's like, maybe like 10 or 12. He doesn't mean like 100 of them. I was like, it's gonna be like 100. What are we talking about? He's like, no, it's like 10 or 12. But I could tell him like they're cool. He's designed it himself. He built his own pattern using this software. And he made one for himself. He wore it out the other night. Like, that's a cool shirt. He's like, made it myself. I designed it. It's cool. I mean, it starts with a t-shirt and it ends up with, whatever you want it to be. It's exciting. I don't know. So even better things. Even better.
I would love for him to come on.
Oh, Elliot's awesome.
Elliot's awesome.
Yes.
Elliot's way super awesome. But maybe.
Okay. You know what, Jenna? I love you so much, but I get up so early. I gotta head out.
All right.
I gotta get up. Good night, sleep.
I gotta go pretend to go to sleep. Can you come back? When can you come back?
I don't do much in the evening, so I mean.
Do you want to come back next Tuesday night?
I'm looking at my clock, like looking like it's a calendar. It's so funny. You know what? If you want, I mean, I'm going out there on a limb, but if you want to make a Tuesday thing, we could do a Tuesday thing.
Tuesday thing with Gina Melita.
Tuesday thing with Gina Melita.
Heck yeah.
Tuesdays. I don't do shit on Tuesdays.
Well, now you do, girlfriend.
Now I do. Now I got something to do. Woo! And I can tell you all about my day.
We'll have to come up with something for next Tuesday night to.
Okay. You and I will talk during the week, and I'm happy to. We'll talk offline.
How to cook? I don't know. Something.
I will be happy to cook whatever, and I will come up with something that is podcast happy, podcast ready. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, not too involved. I'll work on it. You and I will talk during the week. Love you, Mama. I gotta get some rest.
Good night.
Okay. Good night, and good night to everyone out there in Jennaville. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Love you. I'm gonna stop everything.
Love hard, Gina Melita. Real hard. Who you gonna call right now? Good night, everybody. All right. See you in the morning. Tomorrow night, Pat Moriarty. Later. Real hard.